The cause is Ozymandian, the map of Sabercornican is sending and bevel the land lone and level by some unrecorded and powerful hand, which plays along the monument and drums upon a plastic bag. The brave men and women so dear to God and famous to all of the ages rag, saying, do you love me? Will you remember the snow falls above me? The renderer renders, the event is in my hand. A god beneath a patch of grass, her bones the old Dutch master hid. Well, elsewhere Tobias and the angel disguised what the scholar surmised was a mother and kid interred with other daughters in dirt in other potters' fields. Above them parades mark the passing of days through parks where your pale colonnades arch in marble and steel, where all of the 20,000 attending your footfall and the cause that they died for are lost in the idling bird calls. In the records they left are cryptic at best, lost in obsolescence. The text will not yield nor X-ray reveal with any fluorescence where the hand of the master begins and ends a third. I try to do well, but I won't be. Will you tell the one that I love to remember and hold me? I call and call for the doctor, but the snow swallows me whole. The flowery water and lives only in print. He said, it's alright, and it's all over now, and boarded the plane. His belt unfastened, the boy was known to show unusual daring, and called the boy this older man confounding Tammany Hall, in whose employ King Tamanand himself preceded John's fall. So we all raise a standard to which the wise and honest soul may repair, to which a hunter 100 years from now may look and despair and see with wonder the tributes we have left to rust in the port, swearing that our hair stood on end to see John Perry Mitchell depart for the Western Front, where one might count all as young. Go out It is a twisted string, and you can ask the counselor, and you can ask the king, and I'll say the same thing. And it's a funny thing. Should we go outside? Should we go outside? Should we break some bread? Are you interested? And as I said, I slept as though dead, dreaming seamless dreams of lead. When you go away, I am big boned and fake in the dust of the day, and in the dirt of the day. And the danger, danger drawing near them was a white coat, and the danger, danger drawing near them was a broad boat, and the water, water running clear beneath the white throat, and the hollow chatter of the talking of the tadpoles who know the outside. Should we go outside? Should we break some bread? Are you interested? Miles left to the shore. Hello, my old country, hello. Stars are just beginning to appear, and I have never in my life before been here. And it's my heart, not me, who cannot drive that its conclusion you may ride. Watching me sit here bolt upright and cry for no good reason at the eastering sky. And the tilt of the strange nation, and the will to remain for the duration, waving the flag, feeling it drag like a bump on a log, baby, like I'm in a fist fight with a fog, baby, step all change and do it. And I regret how I said to you, honey, just open your heart, when I got trouble even opening a honey jar. And I like a rope gone slack. And I saw straight away that the lay was steep, but I fell free and uneasy as falling asleep. And that right there is the course I keep. And no amount of talking is gonna soften the fall, but like after the rain, step out of the overhang, that's all. It had a nice ring to it when the old Opry House rang. So with a song of old lang, signed, sealed, delivered, I sang. And there is hesitation, and it always remains concerning you, me, and the rest of the game. And in a quiet hour, I feel I see everything, and I'm in love with the hook upon which everyone hangs. And I know you meant to show the extent to which you gave a god dang. You range real hot and real cold, but I'm sold. I am at home on that range, and I do hate to fold right here at the top of my game, when I've been trying with my whole heart and soul to stay right here in the right lane. But it can make you feel over and old. Lord, you know it's a shame when I only want for you to pull over and hold me till I can't remember my own name. Found a little plot of land in the garden of Eden. It was dirt, and dirt is all the same. I tilled it with my two hands, and I called it my very own. There was no one to dispute my claim. Well, you'd be shocked at the state of things. The whole place had just cleared right out. It was hard in hell, so I lay me by a spring for a spell as naked as a trout. Wandering eye that I have caught is as hard have ourselves a time. We are gonna have a garden party. It's on me, no sorry, it's my dime. We broke our hearts in the war between St. George and the Dragon. But both in equal parts are welcome to come along. I'm inviting everyone. Farewell to loves that I have known. Even muddiest waters run. Tell me what is meant by sin or none in a garden seceded from the Union in the year of 81. The unending amends you made are enough for one life be done. I believe in innocence, little darling. Start again, I believe in everyone. I believe, regardless, I believe in everyone. From the top of the flight of the wide white stairs, through the rest of my life, do you wait for me there? There's a bell in my ears. There's the wide white roar. Drop a bell down the stairs. Hear it fall forevermore. Hear it fall forevermore. Drop a bell off of the dock. Blotted out in the sea. Drowning mute as a rock. And sounding mutiny. There's a light in the wings. It's a system of strings from the side while they swing. See the wires, the wires, the wires. And the articulation in our elbows and knees makes us buckle, and we couple and unlisten crease as the audience admires. And the little white dove made with love, made with love, made with glue and a glove and some pliers, swings a low sickled arc from its perch in the dark. Settle down, my desire. And the moment I slept, I was swept up in a terrible tremor. Though no longer bereft, how I shook and I couldn't remember. And in the furthermost shade drove a murderous stake, and I cleft me right down through my center. And I shouldn't say so, but I know that it was then and never. push me back into a tree. Bind my buttons with salt. And fill my long ears with bees, praying, please, please, please. Oh, you would not. No, you would not. And then the system strings tugs on the tip of my wings, cut from cardboard and old magazines, makes me warble and rise like a sparrow. And in the place where I stood, there is a circle of wood, a cord or two which you chop and you stack in your barrow. And it is terribly good to carry water and chop wood streaked with soot, heavy-booted and wild-eyed. As I crash through the rafters and the ropes and the pulleys trail after, and the holiest belfry burns sky high, and then a slow lip of fire moves across the prairie with precision, while somewhere with your pliers and glue you make your first incision. And in a moment of almost unbearable vision, doubled over with the hunger of lions, hold me close, cooed the dove, who was stuffed now with sawdust and diamonds. I wanted to say, why the long face? Sparrow, perch and play songs along face. Burrow, buck and bray songs along face. Sing, I will swallow your sadness and eat your cold clay, just to lift your long face. And though it may be madness, I will take to the grave your precious long face. And though our bones they may break and our souls separate, why the long face? And though our bodies recoil from the grip of the soil, why the long face? And in the trough of the waves, which are pawing like dogs, pitch we pale-faced and grave, as I write in my log. Then I hear a noise from the hull. 7 days out to sea, and it is the damnable bill, and it tolls. Well, I believe that it tolls. It tolls for me, and it tolls for me. And oh, my wrist and my waist seem so easy to break. Still, my dear, I'd have walked you to the edge of the water, and they will recognize all of the lines of your face in the face of the daughter of of the daughter of my daughter. And darling, we will be fine, but what was yours and mine appears to me a sandcastle that the gibbering wave takes. But if it's all just the same, then will you say my name in the morning, so that I know when the wave breaks. I wasn't born of a whistle or milk from a thistle at twilight. No, I was all horns and thorns, sprung out fully formed, knock-kneed and upright. So enough of this terror, we deserve to know light, and grow ever more lighter and lighter. You would have seen me through, but I could not undo that desire. Oh, 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 desire. Oh, 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 desire. Oh, oh, desire. Oh, desire. Desire, desire, desire. From the top of the flight of the wide white stairs, through the rest of my life, do you wait for me there? This is unlike the story it was written to be. I was riding its back when it used to ride me, and we were galloping manic to the mouth of the source, and we were swallowing panic in the face of its force. And I am blue. Made me bolt like a horse. Now it's done. Watch it go. You changed so. Water runs from the snow, and my soul, dear, do I run rare? You've changed so. Peach plum pear, peach plum. The meadowlark and the chimchuree and the sparrow set to the sky in a flying spree for the sport of the pharaoh. Little while later, the Pharisees dragged a comb through the meadow. Do you remember what they called a tonight, some corn wine, Lord Romero, into the bones of the birches and the spires of the churches jutting out from the shadow, and the yoke and the axe and the old smokestacks and the bale and the barrow, and everything sloped like it was dragged from a rope in the mouth of the south below. We've seen those mountains kneeling, felting and gray. We thought our very hearts would up and melt away from the snow in the nighttime, just going and going, and the stir in the wind chime in the morning, helps me find my way back in from the place where I have been. And Emily, I saw you last night by the river. I dreamed you were skipping little stones across the surface of the water, frowning at the angle where they were lost and slipped under forever in a mud cloud, mica spangled like the sky had been breathing on a mirror. Anyhow, I sat by your side by the water. You taught me the names of the stars overhead that I wrote down in my ledger, though all I knew of the road universe were those Pleiades loosed in December. I promised you I'd set them to verse, so I'd always remember that the meteorite is the source of the light, and the meteor's just what we see, and the meteoroid is a stone that's devoid of the fire that propelled it to thee. And the meteorite's just what causes the light, and the meteor's how it's perceived. And the meteoroid's a bone thrown from the void that lies quiet and offering to thee. You came and lay a cold compress upon the mess I'm in, through the windows wide, and cried, Amen, Amen, Amen. The whole world stopped to hear you holler, and you looked down and saw now what was happening. The lines are fading in my kingdom, though I have never known a way to border on them. So the muddy mouths of baboons and sows and the grouse and the horse in the hand rope at the gate of the looming lake that was once a tidy pen, and the star buttes lit by a flare. I've seen your bravery, and I will follow you there, and go through the night time so healthy, gone healthy all of a sudden, in search of a midwife who can help me, who can help me, help me find my way back in. And there are worries where I've been. And say, Emily of the Bay, don't be bothered. Leave your troubles here where the tugboats shear the water from the water, flanked by furrows curling back like a match held up to a newspaper. Emily, they'll follow your lead by the letter, and I make this climb, and I'm not ashamed to say I knew you better. What they've seen is just a beam of your sun that banishes winter. Let us go, though we know it's a hopeless endeavor. The ties that bind, they are barbed and spined, and hold us close forever. Though there is nothing would help me come to grips with a sky that is gaping and yawning. There is a song I woke with on my lips as you sailed your great ship towards the morning. Come on home, the poppies are all grown knee-deep by now. Blossoms all have fallen, and the pollen ruins the plow. Peonies nod in the breeze, and while they wetly bow with hydrosyphilitic listlessness, ants mop up their brows, and everything with wings is restless, aimless, junkie down. Butterflies and birds collide at hot, ungodly hours, and my clay-colored motherlessness rangely reclines. Come on home now, all my bones are dull, the rest with vine. Pa pointed out to me for the 100th time tonight the way the ladle leads to a dirt red bullet of light. Squint skyward and listen. Loving him, we move within his borders, just asterism in the stars set order. We could stand for a century, staring with our heads cocked in the broad daylight at this thing. Joy, landlocked in bodies that don't keep, dumbstruck with the sweetness of being, till we don't be told take this and eat this. Told the meteorite is the source of the light, and the media is just what we see, and the meteoroid is a stone that's devoid of the fire that propelled it to thee, and the meteorite's just what causes the light, and the meteor's how upon throne from the void that lies quiet and offering to thee. Oh. We should shine a light on, and a book I write on, it was right on. We should shine a light on, and a book I write on, it was right on. Killed my dinner with karate, kick 'em in the face, taste the body shallow. Work is the work that I do. Do you wanna sit at my table? My fighting fame is fabled, and fortune finds me fit and able. And you do say, oh, that you do parade, oh, and you say that you're okay. And do you wanna run with my pack? Do you wanna ride on my back? Pray that what you lack does not distract. And even when you run through my mind, something else is in front or you behind, and I don't have to remind you to stick with your kind. And you do say, oh, that you do parade, oh, and you say that you're okay. And even when you touch my face, you know your place. And even when you touch my face, you know your place. And we should shine a light on, and a book I write on, it was right on. And we should shine a light on, and a book I write on, it was right on. We sailed away on a winter's day, with fate as malleable as clay. But ships are fallible, I say. of bridges and balloons makes calm canaries irritable, and a caw and claw afternoon, catenaries and dirigibles, brace and boy the living room, a loom of meadows, Warpworth, Wimble, and a thimble's worth of Milky Moon can touch hearts larger than a thimble. Oh, my love, oh, it was a funny little thing to be the ones to have seen. Oh, my love, oh, it was a funny little thing. It was a funny, funny little thing. From the courtyard I floated in and watched it go down. Heard the cup drop, thought, well, that's why they keep them around. The blackguard sat hard down with no head on him now, and I felt so bad, 'cause I didn't know how to feel bad enough to make him proud. By the time you read this, I will be so far away. Daddy Longlegs, how in the world am I to be expected to stay? In the night, you may hear me call. Pa, stay your hand and steal your resolve. Stay where you are, so long and tall. Here's Lola to do her famous spider dance for you, lighting up your pocket. Shake her skirts and scatter their shrieking six-legged millionaire with a light in his socket. Miss Montez, the Countess of Lansfield, appealed to the king of Bavaria, say, pretty papa, if you are my friend, Mr. Daddy Longlegs, they are at it again. Can I see ya? Poor lowly tarantula, mounting Countess Lansfield's handsome Brazil. Well, they all cheer, and the old king no love. But there is nothing I adore apart from that horse black heart. Well, doesn't that just beat all Miss Gilbert called to Castlemaine by the silver dollar and the gold glitter? Well, I've seen lots, but never in a million years would think to see you here. Though the long road begins and ends with you, I cannot seem to make amends with you. When we go out, they're bound to see you with me. At night I walk in the park with a whip between the lines of the whispering Jesuits who are poisoning against me. There's a big black spider hanging over my door, can't go anywhere anymore. Tell me, are you with me? I called to you several times. Well, the change took place and then arrived all night, and I died. But all these songs, when you and I are long gone, will carry on. Mud in your eye. You ask my hand, higher day bent. In your heart is all that you need. Ask and you will receive, it is said. But through my bouquet and I knocked them dead. Bottle of white, bottle of red. Helpless as a child when you held me in your arms, and I knew that no other could ever love me as you love me as you love. But help me, I'm leaving. I remember everything, down to the sound of you shaving, the scrape of your razor, the dully upbraiding black hair that remains when you clutched at me. That night I came upstairs half dead, and in your kindness you put me straight away in the cupboard with a bottle of champagne, and then later on the train. It must have known I was half dead. I saw a star fall into the sky like a chunk of thrown coal, as if God himself spat like a cornered bread. I really want you to do this for me. Will you have one on me? It was dark, I was drunk and half dead, and we slept knocking heads, sitting up in the stars, smoking air, knocking heads like trees. Don't you worry for me. Will you have one on me? Meanwhile I will raise my own glass to how you made me fast and expended the land I would drink to your excellent health and your cruelty. Will you have one on me? Helpless as a child when you held me in your arms, and I knew that no other could ever love me. Ooh. From the courtyard I floated in and I watched it go down. Heard the cup drop, thought, well that's why they keep them around. The blackguard sat hard down with no head on him now. And I felt so bad, 'cause I didn't know how to feel bad enough to make him proud. Well, Daddy Longlegs, are you? Daddy Longlegs, are you? Daddy Longlegs, are you proud? When you ate, I saw your eyelashes. Saw them shake like wind on rushes. In the cornfield when she called me, moths around me thought they'd drown me. And I miss your precious heart. And I miss your precious heart. Dried rose petals, red round circles, frame your eyes and stain your knuckles. Dried rose petals, red round circles, frame your eyes and stain your knuckles. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water in. But though I tried so hard, my little darling, I couldn't keep the night from coming in. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water, a kiss and the can. Now in the quiet hour, when I am sleeping, I cannot keep the night from coming in. Gone away again. I'll sleep through the rest of my days. If you're gone away again, I'll sleep through the rest of my days. And I will sleep through the rest of my days. And I'll sleep through the rest of my days. why have you gone away? Seven sons, away, 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 away. Can you hear me? Will you listen? Don't come near me, don't go missing. And in the lissom light of evening, help me, cause me, I'm grieving. All those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and watering. But though I tried so hard, my little darling, I couldn't keep the night from coming in. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water in a kith in the can. Now in the quiet hour when I am sleeping, I cannot keep the night from coming in. We've all been circling, beat our dust hearts, singe our flower wings. But in the corner, something is happening. Wild Cosmea, what have you seen? Water were your limbs and the fire was your hair. And then the moonlight caught your eye and you rose through the air. Well, if you've seen true light, then this is my prayer. Will you call me when you get there? And I miss your precious heart. And I miss your precious heart. And miss, 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 and miss your heart. But release your precious heart to its feast for precious heart. And there was a booming above you that night. Black airplanes flew over the sea, and they were lowering and shifting like beached whales, shelled snails, as you strained and you squinted to see the retreat of their hairless and blind cavalry. You froze in your sensual, prayed for your poor soul. Sky was a bread roll, soaking in a milk bowl, and when the bread broke, fell in bricks of wet smoke. My sleeping heart woke, and my waking heart spoke. And there was a silence you took to mean something. Run, sing, for alive you will evermore be. And the plague of the in your pockets, stubbily running to where I'm unfresh, undressed and yawning. Well, what is this craziness, this crazy talking? You caught some small death when you were sleepwalking. It was a dark dream, darling, it's over. The fire breather is beneath the clover. Beneath his breathing there's cold clay forever. A toothless hound dog choking on a feather. But I took my fishing pole, fearing your fever, down to the swimming hole where there grows a bitter herb that blooms but one day a year. By the riverside I bring it here. Apply it gently to the love you've lent me, while the river was twisting and braiding. The bait bobbed in a string, sobbed as it cut through the hustling breeze. And I watched how the water was kneading so neatly, gone trickling, nearly slow to a stop in his heat. In a frenzy, coiling flush along the muscles beneath. Press on me, we are restless things. Webs of seaweed are swaddling, and you call upon the dusk of the mask of a squid shot, full of ink, until you sink into your crib. Rowing along among the reeds, among the rushes, I heard your song before my heart had time to hush it. Smell of a stone fruit being cut and being open. Smell of a low and of a lazy cinder smoking. And when the fire moves away, fire moves away, son. Why would you say I was the last one? Scrape your knee, it is only skin, makes the sound of violins. And when I cut your hair and leave the birds all of the trimmings, I'm the happiest woman among all women. In the shallow water stretches as far as I can see, knee deep, trudging along. The seagull weeps so long, humming a threshing song until the night is over. Hold on, hold on, hold your horses back from the fickle dawn. I have got some business out at the edge of town, candy weighing both of my pockets down till I can hardly stay afloat from the weight of them, and knowing how the car what it is I do to you to keep you warm. Being a woman, but always up the mountain side you're clambering, groping blindly, hungry for anything, picking through your pocket, lining with what is this? Scrap a sassafras, a Sisyphus. I see the blossoms broke and wet after the rain. Little sister, he will be back again. I have washed 1,000 spiders down the drain. Spiders go saying, soaked and dangling silently from all the blooming cherry trees and tiny mooses, safe from everyone, nothing but a nuisance. Gone now, dead and done. Be a woman, though we felt the spray of the waves, we decided to stay till the tide rose too far. We weren't afraid, cause we know what you are, and you know that we know what you are. Awful and tolo, incalculable, and discreetness and sorrow. Barbalo, Sybil, sea cow, all done up in the bowl. Tall and roti, and impalpable, bit of leather while you roll. Heather and hollyhock awkwardly moat along the shore. Are you mine? My heart, mine anymore. Stay with me for a while. That's an awfully real gun, and though life will lay it down, as the lightning has lately done, failing this, follow me, my sweetest friend, to see what you're anointed in, pointing your gun there. Lay it down nice and slow, there is nowhere to go. Save up where the light undiluted is within, in a drunk dream at the sight of my baby out back. Back on the patio, watching the bats bring night in. Well, elsewhere, estuaries of wax white wand, endlessly toward seashores unmapped. Last week, our picture window produced a half word, heavy and hollow, hit by a brown bird. We stood and watched her gape like a rattlesnake, and paint and labor over every intake. I said a sort of prayer for some rare grace, then thought I ought to take her to a higher place. Said dog, nor vulture, nor cat shall toy with you. And though you die, bird, you will have a fine view. Then in my hot hand, she slumped her sick weight. We tramped through the poison oak, heartbroken in Kuwait. The dogs were snapping and you cuffed their collars, while I climbed the treehouse. Then how I hollered, well, she'd lying as still as a stone in my palm for a lifetime or two. Then saw the treetops, cocked her head and up and flew in. Back in the world that moves often according to the horning of these clues. Dogs still run roughly round, little tufts of finch down. And the cities we passed were a flickering wasteland, but his hand in my hand made him hail feeling harmless. Well, down in the lowlands, the crops are all coming. We have everything. Life is thundering, blissful towards death in a stampede of his fumbling green gentleness. You stop by, I was all alive. In my doorway we shocked and jive. And when you waved, I was gone. See, I got gone when I got wise. But I can't with certainty say we survived. Then down and down and down and down and down and deeper, stoke without sound. The blameless flames, you endless sleeper, through fire below and fire above and fire within. Sleep through the things that couldn't have been if you had not been. And when the fire moves away, fire moves away, son. And why would you say I was the last one? All my bones, they are gone, gone, gone. Take my books, I don't need none. Cold, cold cupboard, Lord, nothing to chew on. Somebody on a cherry stone. Dig a little hole now, 3 inches round. Spit your hair in a hole in the ground. Weep upon the spot for the starving of me. To look like my young cherry tree. When the bough breaks, what will you make for me? A little drop to rest on your knee. Well, what will I do with a trinket such as this? Think of your arms gone to the waves, but I'm starving and freezing. My knees lay open, then I crawl across the salt flats to stroke your sweet hand. Come across the desert with no shoes on. I love you truly, or I love no one. Fire moves away. Fire moves away, son. Why would you say that I was the last one? Last one. Clear the room, there's a fire, a fire, a fire. Get going, and I'm going to be right behind you. And if the love of a woman or two, dear, could move you to such heights, then all I can do is do, my darling, right by cosily lay, they woke from a stable boy's cry. Said, someone come quick, the horses got loose, got grass sick. They'll founder, faint, they'll die. What is now known by the sorrel and the roan, by the chestnut and the bay and the gelding gray, it is stay by the gate that you are given, and remain in your place for your season. And had the overfed it but listened to the high fence, more sense, wisdom. Did you hear that bear? Said monkey, we'll get out of here fair and square. They left the gate open wide. So my bride, here is my hand, where is your paw? Try and understand my plan, Ursula. My heart is a furnace full of love that's just and earnest. Now you know that we must unlearn this allegiance to a life of service, and no longer answer to that heartless hangmonger, nor be his accomplice, the charlatan with artless hustling. But Ursula, we've got to eat something and learn our keep while still within the borders of the land that men has girded, all double bolted and tight-fisted, until we reach the open country, steeped in milk and honey. Will you keep your fancy clothes on for me? Can you bear a little longer to wear that leash, my love? I swear by the air I breathe, sooner or later you'll bare your teeth. But for now, just dance, darling. Come on, will you dance, my darling? Darling, there's a place for us. Can we go before I turn to dust? Oh, my darling, there's a place for us. Oh, darling, come on, will you dance, my darling? Oh, the hills are groaning with excess, like a table ceaselessly being set. Oh, my darling, we will get there yet. They drew past the guards, past the coops and the fields and the farmyards, all night till finally the space they gained grew much farther, and the stone that bear through to mark where they'd stop for tea. But walk a little faster and don't look backwards. Your feast is to the east, which lies a little past the pasture, and the blackbirds hear to whistling and rise and clap, and their applause calls the kettle black. And we can't have none of that. Move along, bear, there, that's that. Go cast in plaster, our Ursula's heart beat faster than monkeys ever will. But still, they had got to pay the bills, hadn't they? That is what the monkey'd say. So with the courage of a clown or a cur or a kite jerking tight at its tether, in her dun brown gown of fur and a jerkin of swan's down and leather, there would sway on her hind legs the organ, would grind dregs of song for the pleasure of the children who'd shriek, throwing coins at her feet and recoiling in terror. Sing, dance, darling, come on, will you dance, my darling? Oh, darling, there's a place for us. Can we go before I turn the doors cold? My darling, there's a place for us. Oh, darling, come on, will you dance, my darling? You keep your eyes fixed on the highest hill, where you'll ever after eat your fill. Oh, my darling, dear mine, if you'd dance, dance, darling, and I love you still. Deep in the night shone a weak and miserly light, where the monkey shouldered his lamb. Someone had told him the bear had been wandering a fair piece away from where they were camped. Someone had told him the bear had been sneaking away to the seaside caverns to bathe. And the thought troubled the monkey, for he was afraid of spelunking down in those caves. Also afraid what the village people would say if they saw the bear in that state, lolling and splashing obscenely. Well, it seemed a rational way of washing that face, washing that mud-eaten flea bit, pelting some sea spit, shine old kelp dripping with brine. The monkey just laughed and he muttered, when she comes back, Ursula will be bursting with pride. Till I jump up saying you've been rolling in muck, saying you smell of garbage and grime. But far out, far out, by now, by now, far out, by now, bear plow, 'cause she would not drown. First the outside legs of the bear up and fell down in the water like knobby garters. Then the outside arms of the bear fell off as easy as if slough from boiled tomatoes. Lord, in a genteel courtesy, bear shed the mantle of her diluvian shoulders, and with a sigh she allowed the burden of belly to drop like an apron full of boulders. If you could hold up a threadbare coat to the light where its worn translucent in places, you'd see spots where almost every night of the year bear'd been mending, suspending that baseness. Now a coat drags through the water, bagging what's a life's worth of hunger, limitless minnows. In the magnetic embrace, balletic and glacial, a bear's insatiable shadow. Left there, one bear, left bear, left there, one bear, step clear of the bear. Sooner or later you'll bear your teeth. My heart became a drunken run on the day I sunk in this shunt to tap me clean. I thought the wonder and the sorrow I have seen since I left my home on the old milk lake, where the darkness does fall so fast it feels feels like some kind of mistake, just like they told you it would, just like they told you would. When I came into my land, I did not understand neither dry rot or the burnt pile or the bark beetle or the dry well or the black bell. But there is another who is a little older. When I broke my bone, he carried me up from the riverside to spend my life in spitting distance of the love that I have known. I must stay here in an endless evening tide, and if you come and see me, you will upset the order. You cannot come and see me, for I set myself apart. But when you come and see me in California, you cross the border of my heart. Well, I have sown untidy furrows across my soul, but I am still a coward, content to see my garden grow so sweet and full of someone else's flowers. Sometimes I can almost feel the power. Sometimes I am so in love with you, like a little clock that trembles on the edge of the hour, only ever calling out cuckoo. When I called you, little one, in a bad way. Did you love me? Do you spite me? Time will tell. If I can be well and rise to meet you rightly while moving across my land, brandishing themselves like a burning branch, advance the tallow-colored wall-eyed deer, quiet as gondoliers, while I wait all night for you in California, watching the fox pick off my goldfish from their sorry golden state, and I